Greetings to everyone out there in the NoDQ galaxy. Welcome to NoDQ's live review video for WWE Smackdown, April 2nd, 2019. I am being joined once again by Caitlin. We are now on the final countdown to WrestleMania. It's the final countdown, and no, we're not going to sing the song, but we will talk about SmackDown. Let's talk about the first segment, which was the Kevin Owens show. We had AJ Styles and Randy Orton as the two guests for the KO show. Orton was asked about sabotaging AJ's match with Kurt Angle from last week's SmackDown. Orton said that he was saving the WWE Universe from having to watch that match, which I guess we can understand in a sense that Kurt Angle hasn't really been delivering as of late, but still, I think for nostalgic purposes, we really wanted to see that match one more time, so screw you, Randy Orton. You're such a jerk. AJ Styles said that Randy Orton has been in the ring for 2 decades, yet he only has one move. Orton responded to that by saying that he only needs one move to get the job done, and Orton talked about how people think that the indie guys have it so difficult, but Orton has been at WrestleMania for the past almost 2 decades now, wrestling in front of tens and tens and tens and tens and what?
And tens.
Of thousands of people. And AJ responded by talking about, well, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, you were getting suspended for failing drug tests. So I would have to say that that was a pretty...
Savage comment of the night.
Yeah, I would say so for this SmackDown show. Maybe the highlight of this SmackDown for that matter. Orton responded by saying that AJ would have been in WWE a long time ago if he was actually that good. At this point, things were getting really heated, really intense. So Kevin Owens took his leave. A fight broke out between the two of them. And then AJ went up for the phenomenal forearm, but Randy Orton countered it with the RKO in midair out of nowhere. So Randy Orton getting the upper hand on AJ Styles. Your thoughts on this build-up? Did you enjoy the segment? Are you looking forward to the match at this point?
Yeah, I did enjoy the segment. I thought it was a good start to the show and got me more excited for their match at Mania. So did what it was supposed to do for me.
Now, I'm wondering if this is a sign that AJ Styles will in fact win at WrestleMania, because if Orton was going to win, then that sequence there with that phenomenal forearm into the RKO, that would be the finish at WrestleMania if Randy Orton was going to win. Otherwise, what else would you do? You would want to do that big moment. So I feel like that's a little sign there that we're going to have AJ Styles go over. So what do we have here? Our first super chat of the evening.
Josh Mansfield, $2. Happy 22nd to me. Virtue, get ready to lose the bet.
All right. Well, there you go. WrestleMania is this Sunday. Virtue and Josh had their little bet going on, and Virtue may have to pay up. Virtue is paying up, actually. He said he would put up $100 to the winner of the Greg Cherry, Jeff Meacham Trivia Challenge match, which is this coming Thursday, by the way, on the NoDQ YouTube channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It is going to be epic, to say the least. So make sure you check it out. Mark it on your calendar this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time on the NoDQ.com YouTube channel.
And he said it's his birthday, so you have to wish him happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday, dear Mansfield.
Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
There we go.
Okay. Now we better move on here.
Cut the middle out of the song.
Yeah. Well, I think there's like a copyright on it anyways.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
So maybe
you sang it to me that one time.
I did.
All right. Moving on.
And you're still here, so you put up with a lot. So I appreciate that. Okay. Next up, we had an 8-man tag team match. Holla, 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 players. Okay. We had Ricochet and Aleister Black teaming up with, who did they team up with? Why do I not have the name of the team here? Oh, the Usos, the tag team champions. Wow. against The Bar, Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura. It is a little bit difficult to remember everybody that's in all the matches just because it's WrestleMania and WWE likes to try and get everybody on the card, as many people as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Rusev got pinned by the Usos with a double super kick. And speaking of cool people like the Usos, we have Cindy with a $2 super chat. What did she say?
Hope y'all are happy. 2:05 on kickoff. P.S. B.S.
Is it officially on kickoff? I thought it was just the 2 Battle Royals, but maybe it was announced as a kickoff. I must have missed it.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not really surprised, quite frankly, if it is on the kickoff. I thought they said the 2 Battle Royals, but maybe I have to update the card.
She said yes, watching 2:05 live. So
oh, well,
they must
sorry,
have announced
Cindy.
it there.
Oh, boy. Glasses off from Noah Foster.
That's right.
Yeah, poor Noah, poor Cindy. But, yeah, somebody's got to kick off that pay-per-view. 15 matches. That's crazy. It is really insane. So we had a new match added to WrestleMania. Alexa Bliss came out. And, oh, by the way, we have a super chat here from, who do we have
Amir El Fakri? Why haven't you been doing any A&Vs this week? I guess that's the Q&A videos.
Well, just been very busy this past week, and I did do the live stream. I'm planning to do the Q&As as live streams from this point forward, so probably after WrestleMania, I will be doing the live streams on a regular basis. But let's get back to the topic, and just real quick, got to mention it again, we really do appreciate the super chats, but please, if you're going to send one during the review, please stick to the topic of what we're discussing. Otherwise, if you have like a random question, please save it for after the review, and maybe we'll take some random questions here afterwards. So yeah, Alexa Bliss came out after the 8-man tag match and announced that things have changed since she's been gone. But she saw that the Usos had forfeited the match to the New Day last week on SmackDown, and thus there will be repercussions for what they did. Therefore, the Usos are being forced. I guess Alexa has authority on
right.
SmackDown. The Usos will defend against all the people they just faced, all the people that were in the ring, including Aleister Black and Ricochet. So yeah, this Sunday at WrestleMania, Usos defend against Ricochet, Aleister Black, and then Rusev and Nakamura and The Bar. So what did you think about this appearance by Alexa Bliss? And do you think that this is the best match WWE could have come up with for WrestleMania? Or was there another match you would have rather seen? What match would that have been?
Maybe Usos and the Hardys. I would have liked
I
better
agree
than
on that.
this group of 4 here. So instead, they're in the Battle Royal.
Right. It's pretty much just thrown together, a lot of these matches, including this tag title match. So yeah, that's a bummer, but whatever. I'm sure Ricochet and Aleister will make it a really entertaining match. Actually, all of them will. Quite frankly, I'd rather just see the Usos versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. I mean, at this point. But it should be a really good match. It just, unfortunately, has no build. Just a match thrown together last minute.
What about the Raw tags, though? They're just not happening.
I mean, they teased Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, but is that just going to be a 4th kickoff match? I mean, if it does happen, it'll be a kickoff, and I'm sure Revival will retain. But yeah, I guess we'll add that match if that match ends up being announced, because you know how WWE operates. They always like to
throw them in at the last second.
Yeah, there's always a chance they could end up pulling something from the card at the same time. I doubt that, though. I think everything that's announced will take place unless something happens last minute to somebody. But, I mean, everyone's off until WrestleMania now, so, you know, they're just doing access and all the public appearances. But anything's possible as far as changes go. So we had The Miz versus Sanity in a 1-on-3 handicapped match brought to us by the best in the world, Shane McMahon. Miz did a promo before his match. He said that WrestleMania is all about making history. That's what the ladies are doing. They're making history. Also, WrestleMania is about breaking through like Kofi Kingston is doing. And also, WrestleMania is all about retribution for The Miz. And he said he's been more motivated than ever, and talked about how since Shane has a dad, that makes Shane what? A son of a bitch. Shane came out during the match and said he wanted to watch, but then he interrupted mid-match and said that this match would now be a Falls Count Anywhere match, just like the match this Sunday. They brawled all over the place. Oh, before that, Shane talked about how the wallpaper on his phone is the shot of him grabbing Miz's dad, who he referred to as Mr. Potato Head. The fight between Miz and Sanity went into the crowd. Alexander Wolf got suplexed through a table, and then Miz fought with EY and Killian Dane backstage. And then Miz pushed one of those production carts into EY and then scored the pinfall victory. Shane McMahon pulled up in a car, smiled, and then drove away. So there you go, Miz beating Sanity. Are you really surprised by this?
No.
I mean, Sanity, they got beat up by him a couple weeks ago, so that pretty much told you all you need to know about Sanity. They pretty much were just here to make Miz look strong for WrestleMania. So it is what it is, as
did you miss the Iconics
I would like to
promo?
say. I did. The Iconics did cut a promo, but before we get to that, what do we got here?
Power Packers 90, $2 super chat. Cringy cheap plug by The Miz in the middle of promo.
Oh, for Miz and Mrs.
Yeah.
Because it's the season premiere, which is on right now, but some of you are watching this instead, which we really do appreciate. Okay, so we had the Iconics cut a promo, and they really didn't say much. That's why I pretty much forgot about it. They just said that they could pin anyone in the match to win, which is true. In the Fatal 4-Way match, Iconics versus Nia Jax, Tamina versus Beth Phoenix, Natalya versus the champs, Sasha and Bayley. Hey, I remembered everybody. Anybody can be pinned. It's the first fall, first team to score a victory wins. It's not an elimination match. So, yeah, it is true. And maybe WrestleMania, when it's all said and done, they're the new champs. WrestleMania will be what?
Iconic.
You did it better earlier.
Well, you had put me on the spot. I didn't know you were going to request
Are
that.
you having performance anxiety?
Oh, my gosh. Carry on.
Okay. Let's see. Where were we next? Okay, so we talked about Miz. Okay, so Becky Lynch arrived via a police car. So I guess when you get released from jail, or excuse me, not jail, the local precedent or whatever it's called. Is
Precinct?
That a precinct? What I don't even know what it's called. It's just so over the top.
Anyway, they were all let out, but apparently she still had to arrive by cop car.
She got a I don't know if she paid for it, but she got a police escort to the building, complete with Scott Steiner sirens, which annoyed me again because every time I hear the sirens, I think we're going to see Big Papa Pump, and we never do. And I'm going to be disappointed, just as disappointed as that one guy that wants WrestleMania to be in Vancouver. Ain't going to happen. Scott Steiner ain't appearing when the sirens hit, and WrestleMania ain't going to Vancouver. You can soundbite this. You can bring that sign every year. WWE's not going to do it because Vancouver hasn't made a big enough bid for it, and Vancouver's not even, I guess, an A+ city. It's a B+. And in WWE's eyes, you got to be in Florida, California, or Texas to justify being an A+ city. All right, so Becky came out for a promo. They showed a recap from Raw of all the carnage. Becky was wearing her mugshot t-shirt and said that what a difference a year makes. 1 year ago, her and Charlotte were friends. Ronda Rousey made her debut, and WWE was prepping Charlotte to be Ronda's challenger for WrestleMania, but then something happened. Becky smacked the smugness out of Charlotte at SummerSlam, and Becky talked about how the real revolution began at SummerSlam, and it will explode at WrestleMania when Becky becomes the brand new double champion, holding both the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles. Now, so I'll ask you this question, put you on the spot here again.
Here we go.
Do you think that this was a segment that needed to take place, or do you think that what happened on Raw should have been the final time we saw Becky until WrestleMania? Do you think it was necessary for her to cut this promo? Yes or no?
No.
No, you do not think it was necessary.
No, I didn't really mind it, but now that you asked that question, I think it should have just been left how it was on Raw. I don't think we needed to see any of them again till.
See, I'm
Someday.
thinking the same thing. I'm feeling like it just wasn't really necessary.
They agree. No, it wasn't necessary. No promo was necessary.
Oh, shout out.
Virtue. If only Becky could cut a promo.
Ooh, wow. Virtue's just in a trolling mood right now. Jeff Meacham is here. How's it going, good old JM? We're rooting for you. Well, some of us are. I'm not saying who I'm rooting for. Actually, when we did the match, I wasn't rooting for anybody because I gotta be non-biased, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just rooting for a good match, and we got a great match, so I'm happy. Stay tuned for that this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, on the NoDQ YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, another cheap plug before we get to the rest of this. Starting tomorrow, Wednesday, in addition to the NoDQ predictions for WrestleMania going up, there will be a sale at Pro Wrestling Tees at NoDQ.com/shirts. 20% off all NoDQ shirts starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you guys check that out. Please spread the word. And if you want to support the site, pick up a Ladies in NoDQ shirt. Caitlin would love that. So if you want to kiss up to her, if you want to pander to her, go ahead and pick up a shirt. Or get a Jeff Meacham shirt, or get a Greg Cherry shirt. Show your love for the NoDQ personalities. So NoDQ.com/shirts. You know, I just realized I don't think we have a Noah shirt yet.
Oh, yeah.
No, screw Virtue. Fire Virtue. That's all I got to say. All right, so next up we had a 10-person, not 10-person, excuse me, an 18-person, seriously, 18 people in this mixed tag team match. I'm not even going to name all the participants, but I will name some of the people that were given entrances. EC3, believe it or not, got an entrance. Mm-hmm. Mandy Rose, Andrade, Lana, R-Truth, and Carmella. Your favorites. I know you were happy about that. To show you how important this match was, though, we had Lacey Evans interrupt about 2 minutes in, doing her usual routine. Basically, anytime Lacey Evans comes out, you know this match ain't important. It's just a throwaway match because it ain't going to happen when Brock Lesnar's having his match. But I'll tell you what, if Brock Lesnar's match at WrestleMania gets interrupted by Lacey Evans, I will give away a free NoDQ.com t-shirt to one person that retweets the tweet on Twitter, which I will make after this video. So if Lacey Evans interrupts Brock Lesnar, somebody out there will get a free NoDQ.com t-shirt. There you go. People just love when I do these because I always pick like the most ridiculous stipulation because you know it ain't gonna happen.
Sometimes it happens, your stipulations.
Yeah, Zack Ryder, they got rid of the record scratch for 1 week and then he had it again the next week. Somebody watches my videos. I mean, I feel like that could not have been a coincidence. Anyways, let's move on here. So we had the 18-person tag match, which had representatives from both of the Battle Royals, both of them on the kickoff, by the way. Yeah, it just ended up being thrown out. Everybody was brawling. There was a dance break. Mm-hmm. Dance break? Not going to do it?
No dance break tonight.
Aw, what about a $50 super
Sorry,
chat?
No.
She's like, no. So sorry, guys.
Not happening.
I tried. But that floss was so good, though.
Well, thank you.
I mean, that was like the most ratings we ever got on NoDQ.
That is not even true. Carry on.
All right. There was an interesting moment with Otis and Mandy Rose where Otis started doing something like spontaneously combusting and said, "I'm coming." Yeah. A bunch of people got tossed out, and then it was down to Asuka and Jeff Hardy as the last woman and man standing. But then Asuka threw out Jeff Hardy. So Asuka seems like the obvious choice to win the Women's Battle Royal, but I don't think it's going to happen. What do you think? Do you think Asuka's going to be the obvious choice, or do you think we're going to see a swerve?
I don't know who I'm choosing for that yet, but I'm thinking it's not going to be Asuka.
Virtue wants you to dance.
Yeah, I see that.
Mandy will eliminate Asuka to win.
Hmm.
Why do I feel like Asuka will just get eliminated like 5 minutes into the match?
No. A couple people say Sonya. Kayfabe thinks Lacey Evans. Well, he wrote Ethan's. I don't know if that was a joke. Michael Wayne is choosing Asuka. Big G with a $2 super chat donation. I will give my thoughts this week. Dance break.
No, I don't think Caitlin's doing a dance break. Well, kind of. That was a little bit of something. Keep the people wanting more.
That's right.
All right, so moving on here, we had Samoa Joe versus Ali. Don't you just love that name change?
Mm-hmm. I don't.
There was a guy that just ran, like a crew member, ran in front of the camera when Ali was making his entrance. So we had a nice little botchamania moment right there. Ali missed his whatever it is. What's his finisher? How many rotations is it?
Oh, I don't know.
450
Cindy?
Yeah, Cindy, help us out here. Oh, we got a super chat coming in here in a second.
Yep.
I could see it on the other screen.
Yep,
It's
not
taking
over
a while
here
to
yet.
come in, but you see it. You saw what I was talking
There
about.
we go. Mike B, $4.99 super chat. I'm just here to say NoDQ is the best. Both A and K are both awesome as well.
That is
Thank
true.
you.
Thank you for that, Mike B. We appreciate it.
Somebody said 450. I guess that's his.
Oh, so I did say 450.
Rotation.
Oh, 654. I don't know.
Wait, what? No, that's a 054.
Oh, 054.
Which is
Never
not
mind.
correct.
Well, whatever he tried to do, he missed, and Joe put the coquina clutch on.
Reverse 450, basically,
Okay.
says J Spin.
Gotcha. Samoa Joe tapped out, or not tapped out. He made Ali pass out to build momentum for his match with Rey Mysterio, which apparently is still on. I'm not sure if that report about Mysterio being injured was a worked injury or not, but apparently Mysterio was originally scheduled to face Andrade on this show, and that got changed. But as of right now, the match is still on for WrestleMania, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. It's possible he may have just tweaked something, but then again, like I said earlier, it's possible they could find out he's more injured than they thought, and he could be pulled, but we'll see what happens. I mean, if it gets pulled, I don't think too many people are going to be caring that much. Cindy says, spoiler for the Cruiserweight title, she picks Murphy to retain.
Interesting.
Well, who's he facing? Tony Nese?
No. Oh, no, never mind. My mind is on the UK brand for some reason, so I was...
Because that's more interesting than
I was
205
somewhere
Live.
else, so...
Ouch.
Ignore me.
Okay.
But yeah, Mr. Anderson says Tony Nese.
Yeah, I think Murphy's retaining. I mean, quite frankly, it's like 205 Live, the UK brand. If you're not really following it closely, it's all just a blur.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I immediately was like thinking she was saying that Walter would not get the championship,
Right.
But I was somewhere else.
Yep. All right, so now we had the main event segment of the evening. It was the contract signing. By the way, when the show began, there was a shot of the contract, and it said the match was taking place on March 10th, 2019. So, interesting there. I guess that could be like a little loophole. If Bryan loses the title, he can show the footage of that showing the contract had the wrong date on it. Therefore, the match is null and void.
Doesn't count.
And doesn't count. So it would be funny if WWE actually did that, although people would get so pissed off if that happened. But yeah, the contract did say 3/10/2019 instead of the actual date of WrestleMania. So my guess is that was just the WWE screw up and we'll never hear from it again. Michael Cole from Monday Night Raw was the moderator for this SmackDown segment. Whatever. There were Kofi Rocks chants. There were Kofi Mania chants. Crowd was just way into Kofi, and Bryan was just on fire with this promo. He said he's not there to talk Kofi out of the match, but he's there to educate the masses. He wanted to teach some life lessons to everyone. Don't be complacent. Don't be a bystander in your own life like Kofi Kingston. He said that people need to not mistake a fad for reality. That sounds like something Virtue. Virtue scripted that line. He must have. Bryan said that he's been in Kofi's shoes with the yes chants and the fans cheering for him and all that stuff. But Kofi needs to understand that they're feeding off of him because they are parasites. Oh, there's some sirens.
Yep.
Holla, if you hear me. There was actually an asshole chant for Daniel Bryan, so there you go. He got some great heat. Bryan was on fire as usual.
He was.
Gotta love Daniel Bryan. Kofi then had his rebuttal. He said for months they've had to listen, but now Kofi is going to educate Bryan. Kofi said Bryan knows nothing about him, and Kofi said he's ready for WrestleMania. The crowd started chanting, "You deserve it." Kofi said Bryan knows what it feels like to be in Kofi's situation, and he's scared because Kofi will defeat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania and become the next WWE champion. Kofi's music hit, and the announcers brought up how Kofi's been treated like a second-class citizen, but WrestleMania could be his big moment to finally break through. And that was the go-home episode of SmackDown Live. So, any final thoughts on the show? And wait a minute.
DJ Whitey or Witty? $20 super chat donation.
Thank you so much for that.
What's up, y'all? Sorry to go off topic, but I'm at work. A few weeks ago, I came up with a stipulation for you guys to recreate the Triple H Stephanie marriage angle. If we reach 1,000 viewers on the WrestleMania review video, well, what's the verdict?
Well, we haven't gotten to the WrestleMania video yet.
Well, I don't know who's involved in said video. But
I would think you and me.
yeah, well, then negative.
Oh, you're not going to do a reenactment of it?
No, sorry.
We're not going to go to Las Vegas and go to that chapel? Aw,
No.
I'm sad.
Sorry.
Well, we'll have to come up with something else then. But thank you, DJ, for that super chat. Much appreciated. But yeah, what did you think of the show overall? I mean, do you think it was a solid go-home show?
Well, solid might be too far. I thought it was good. I didn't mind it, but well, I guess I liked it. Didn't mind is a little less than what I meant to say. But I think it could have been a lot better. Was better than Raw, as Noah would say.
Right. Well, see, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to give the show a B-, which was the same grade that I gave Raw. And I feel like maybe I overrated Raw a little bit because it seemed like more people were negative on that show. So what would be your letter grade?
Well, I think I went C+ last night, so I got to go above that because I liked it better. So, maybe B.
Oh, okay. That's
I'll
pretty
say
good. What are some of the letter grades we got in here?
Okay, let's see. Ha Alex C to C-. Mayor of Peepsville B-. Power Packers B+. Zach C. Samir Ahmed C+. Zach. Oh, he already did his. I keep getting the same people. TK with a B. Bradley with B. Michael Wayne with B. F from John Darcy.
Wow, what's up with the F?
Curtis Butler C. I know, right? Oh, Kayfabe 5.988888 out of 10. Goth Babes. Mike B with a 199 super chat. SmackDown Live B, but NoDQ is always an A+. Thumbs up.
Thank you for that. We really do appreciate that, Mike B.
Cindy C+. P.S. Caitlin and Aaron, check the NoDQ chat after stream.
I have more work to do.
Will do. Tony Braden 199 super chat. Can you list all the wrestlers that blocked NoDQ?
Well, that might take a while. Kevin Nash. CM Punk, obviously. He was like the first one to do it. Zack Ryder. After all those years, I complimented the guy. I just made reference to a botch he made, just calling the match. And I got blocked for that.
Road Dogg,
after we had an argument about the state of Monday Night Raw. Lana is another one. Let me see.
Lana did? I didn't know that one.
Yeah, Lana has no DQ blocked. Shawn Michaels. Jerry Lawler.
Wow.
Batista. Quite a few. Hogan, which made me really sad. So, like, Hogan, Michaels, two of my childhood heroes blocked me.
Tony Braden said for some reason Goldust blocked him. Sean Hogan, Sean Hogan blocked him as well.
Oh, the funniest one to me, though, is Cody.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Cody even said recently he doesn't block people. What a load of crap that is. Because I called out, I wasn't mean or anything. I just said, I'm sorry, Cody, this Stardust gimmick is not cutting it for me. It needs to be dropped. And then he blocked me for that. And then left the company like 6 months after that and said, yeah, the Stardust gimmick sucked. So I don't know what was up with that. But yeah.
I'm not blocked by
I don't
anyone,
think I'm on
to
AEW's
my
Christmas
knowledge.
list, you know. I don't have a finisher named after me, and I don't show them in all my newsletters. I don't have a newsletter. So, yeah, I don't think I'm Cody's biggest fan. I don't think he's my biggest fan. I'm not the biggest Cody fan. I mean, he's good, and I'm happy for him what he's doing, and I think it's awesome that he's got something going here with the AEW, but at the same time, you know, we got to see what they can pull off, you know. It's one thing to have one great show, two great shows, but can they do it on a weekly basis? Can they have consistency? Only time will tell. But hats off to them for the effort, for sure. All right, so that's our thoughts on SmackDown. WrestleMania is this Sunday. We got a lot of content coming up. NoDQ's WrestleMania review will be this Sunday. I will be doing that. We got all the predictions videos, probably like 4 or 5 of them, because everybody's got to get their predictions on. Just like WWE, we got to get everybody on the NoDQ panels. So if you got the time, everyone's got some quality opinions. Check out all the videos. And we got one more super chat here from Mike B.
Yep, Cody is less than EC3.
Ooh, well, that might be the new Savage line of the night. Well, at least for the group chats here, the super chats here. Don't forget to check out 205 Live and the 205 Live Matters video with Noah Foster. And, of course, the NXT videos with Stefan and General Jerry and the rest of the crew. Hashtag team, what is it, Team NX Team?
NoDQ NX Team, I think they go by.
And TJS also did his solo video for NXT predictions. Check out all the content. We got tons of stuff going up this week. Stay tuned to NoDQ.com for WrestleMania coverage. Your plugs before we sign off?
NoDQ.com/Caitlin is my Twitter, and that's all for me.
And let's verify the spelling because some people miss it.
Kaitlin.
So not the same spelling as former WWE diva Caitlin.
Correct.
All right, so that'll do it. Thank you all very much for watching. We love you all. We appreciate the viewership and the support. Share this video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys